Hello. Thank you for joining us today. We got a fire show for y'all tonight, y'all. So today we have Nailz Beats. He is a Syracuse-born, Atlanta-based, multi-platinum music producer with credits that include Eminem, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Dolla, Tech Nine, and so many others. He has collaborated with many industry leaders, including Dallas Austin and Sway. How Sway? And he's also the creator of the new groundbreaking hip hop series Beatz and Barz. Y'all gonna have to give me a big welcome. I was about to cuss.
Boom, boom, boom. What up, though? What up? What up?
Give me a big ass welcome.
Nailz Beats.
What's good?
Nailz,
How you
what's up,
doing
bro?
today? All right, okay,
What's
before we start,
up?
hold up, stop. Before we start, right? Who did the AI video of me right now? Raise your hand. Who did the AI video?
There wasn't anybody here.
Who gave me the Lamont Sanford mustache,
Wasn't me,
yo?
wasn't
I'm like,
me.
yo, who was this
Wasn't me,
guy?
bro.
Oh my gosh. I
Clive
didn't even,
Davis.
you know what's
No,
crazy?
no, I'm only kidding.
I couldn't even see the mustache until you said it.
Yo, that's the first thing I saw in the video was the mustache. I was like, oh shit, where did I know this?
My God.
I ain't noticed the mustache until you said it. That is so funny.
It's all good though. It's all love though.
Wow.
I'm glad to be here though. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you, brother. Glad to have you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Funny guy too.
Yeah, so I mean, we want to talk about Beats and Barz first of all because that's your baby. How long? When did you start that? And tell us, like, you know, how did you come up with that idea and what it's all about?
Well, it started like 3 years ago, believe it or not. I'm from Syracuse, so I always try to find something to give back to the community. If you know where Syracuse at, it's upstate New York, very small town. And I know I've been blessed to work with so many people, so I like to give back for inspiration and motivation to my community. So I held a talent show up there. I had people flying like Mike Zombie, who produced Started from the Bottom for Drake, Jay Beatz, who worked on Nicki Minaj, Travis Scott, and the other guest judge, just to show support, to say, I know times are rough and some people don't have the right resources or the funds to fly to LA to meet these people. So I brought them to my hood. So once I did that, one of the former partners of mine was like, let's turn this to a TV show. And, we worked on this thing for 2 years, got it going. And now we're taking a break because, breaking news, I own my show 100% now. I don't have any partners. It's all me. It's my vision. It's what I stand for. I try to practice what I preach to my peers of ownership and creating generational wealth. So it wasn't like I'm never going to talk bad about anybody on any social platform. That's not my MO. But I'm just happy the fact that I own my baby. You know what I'm saying? My Beats and Bars baby. So, there it is. It's like every show that comes out with hip hop, it's always about the rapper. No shade though. But what about the producers? Without us, there is no rapper. You cannot sell an acapella album. You can sell an instrumental album all day, like Jay Dilla and all the rest of these guys, but you can't sell an acapella album. So I came with this concept where, I wanted to be more than just, artists getting on stage and us just saying, okay, that's dope, or that's cool, you move on. I wanted to get people from the culture, that really represents hip hop. Like, that's why I got my big brother Sway involved, my big sis Heather B, Erick Sermon, Crooked Eye, Rah Digga, and of course my little bro Mike Zombie, where we actually go to these cities where it's a small resourceful place besides LA and Oakland, where they get a chance to perform in front of us, also to have a chance to win $250,000. So it's like with that type of agenda, and I think it's time that somebody steps into the plate in the hip hop community, and let's change the narrative of hip hop where it's at right now. Like I said, I'm not one of those grumpy old men saying, that's yada yada yada. I'm not that guy, but I do believe in, hip hop is like our audio version of the news. What's going on in the world? You know what I mean? Like, what's the latest fashion? Like, who's popping right now? And I think now with mainstream radio, they switched the agenda to have, music where it's really not teaching our next generation about anything other than just drugs, chicks half naked on Instagram, people doing type of weird stuff for social media likes where it really has no substance. So I want to bring back substance to the world of hip hop.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I think oh my gosh, I love that so much because social media has just turned music into just like this weird machine where people just get on social media and anybody can do it now. They think they can do it, but the music is not as good as it used to be. And I love that you're bringing back real artistry. So that's awesome. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what 10 cities do you go to?
We did Oakland first just to pay homage to Sway. He's from the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
We did Oakland, LA. Then we're gonna go do Atlanta, Miami, Kansas City, Chicago, Philly, Baltimore, and into New York. And that's just the audition phase of the show.
Okay.
Then I'm moving into a Beatz and Barz headquarters for 30 days. Excuse me. They're gonna be paired up in each city that they won, and now it's time to collab. And that's what the show is really about, the collaboration between an artist and a producer. So I reached out to some of my friends, that's going to come be like a mentor for a week for the rappers and the producers. Like one of the challenges is like, I have the producers go out, collect sounds, come back, make the beat from the sounds that they collected. Mm-hmm. And I reached out to my good friend, Rick Rock from the Bay Area, that'll come in and mentor, give his opinion on the producer part, and I have another artist coming in critiquing the artist what they rap to about what the producer made. So it's more than just a competition show. It's more like an educational show. I'm gonna have lawyers come in, talk to the contestants about what to look for in certain contracts, like certain words like perpetuity, which means forever. You know what I mean? I hate that word, contract. That's the nasty P word. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's more than just a competition. I'm going to drop a lot of jewels. I got a lot of legacy artists. I don't like calling, our older artists, old school artists. We're the only genre who puts that tag on them. So I'll call them legacy artists. I got that from Exhibit. I mean, where they're going to come in, tell their side of the stories, the good parts and the bad parts of this music industry. So, like I said once before, it's more than just people rapping. It's an educational show about the game of hip hop.
Nice. Now, okay, so you go to each city. Explain to us like what the process is to select. You know what I mean? What is that like? I'm sure a lot of people have signed up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how do you narrow it down? Like, what's that process like? Oh my gosh.
Well, for me, a lot of long nights. You know what I mean? So I've developed a portal where people submit their music. It's not just going through a talent agency or someone who knows someone to get put onto my show. It's I got a portal and I handpick these rappers and producers myself. Like I said, it's a lot of long nights, but I love listening to people's new creations, whether it's rapping or producing, and that's how I pick. So it's not anything AI generated or a bunch of agencies sending me artists and rappers that they deal with that might be their son or their nephew or their daughter or my great cousin raps. I'm picking these people myself, where I want to keep that same vision of my show, and I think that was the main important part of me owning 100% of my show, where I want to keep it authentic, I want to keep it real, and I want people to understand like it's more than just an audition for a show. It's real people attached to this that can give knowledge based on all of our experience.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So okay, so you go to each city, you have the portal, you whittle it down, and then they get paired with a producer. They go to the house to get paired with a producer, and that's when the real
That's when the real show starts. Yeah, that's when the real starts. I mean, like a lot of people when they see the show, it's like when they see how creative these producers are, because I give them a loop pack and they got 15 minutes to make a beat out of the loop pack I give them. And I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. Some of the things that these producers came up with, I wouldn't even thought of. So it's so much talent in the world, but they get overlooked because they don't have 100,000 followers. And it's like today's game, it's a tech game and a social media game. They look over the talent. They just go, the first thing these labels do now, they sit you down before they play any music. They say, what's your Instagram looking like? How many followers you got? And it's like, well, damn, I got talent. Forget my followers. It's your
Exactly.
job to build me, to make me a star. Everything is
Exactly.
so lazy now, even with production, due to technology, where, you know, in my era, it was a pleasure and a gift to go to a real studio. Now all you need is a laptop, some loop packs, and I'm a producer. Like, where's the real
Yeah.
talent in that? You click and pasting. Like me as a guy who did my 10,000 hours of work to get put on, where it took me 15 years to get to a Dre and an M. I respect it, but I don't respect it because you don't know nothing about going to the record stores, digging through crates, finding records, trying to be different. Now you got all these sites, they got loops, they got, you know, soulful loops, AI stuff, and I'm just not part of that culture. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's why the culture is so watered down right now, because everybody keeps saying, music change every day. I get it. But people got to understand, as a community, AI can only do what we train them to do.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you can't be afraid of the whole technology wave. It depends what you teach it what to do. You just got to be smart about it.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree so much. We talk about this a lot on the show about like the
Mhm.
new social media and how it's impacted music and everything else. The show sounds like so much fun. So you have this is going to be your first season you're releasing now. Do you plan on doing further seasons after this?
Oh yeah. This is the first
Okay.
season. Like, I felt like, me coming from a hip hop background, I had to get, my thing is it's about legacy and really, posting your flag in this culture. And me being a hip hop producer, I felt like it was only right for me to do a hip hop show first. It was only right to get one of the biggest influences in hip hop, which is Sway. It's only right to get a legend like Erick Sermon. It's only right to get Rah Digga, who represents the females on some real lyrical type stuff. It's only right to get Crooked Eye, where he's been with Tupac, Slim Shady, and he's still relevant to this day. And it's only right to not look past the new generation, which is Mike Zombie, who has Drake's biggest record to this day. So
Yeah.
these are all people we're combined. We're a family where we all have different experiences, but we end up in the same spot in this culture where we care about the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I express about Beats and Bars. It's real bars, it's real beats, and it's real culture. We don't have a guy, and I don't have a guy in a suit I have to answer to, say, hey, is this okay to have this person? Or is it okay if I do this? No, it's my show. Excuse the language. I do what the hell I want to do. It's my show. It's my vision. So
Right.
I try to stand on, morals. I try to stand on, I think it's bigger than black excellence now when it comes to hip hop, because it's a worldwide genre now, where your biggest rapper that sold the most records is a white guy named Marshall Mathers from Detroit. Even though we started the culture, don't get it twisted, but I think hip hop has grown so much, we just can't put it in the box as black excellence. I call it hip hop excellence, because we came so far from not getting nominated for Grammys to now we really, we still fighting for that right to go after the underground artists. That's why I respect fully people like my brother Graf, who was nominated for a Grammy, with 38 Special. The underground does have a voice. It's always not about the mainstream. Like, that's why I love Erick Sermon's new album. He brought back legacy artists with current artists and made one of the dopest hip hop albums besides Exhibit and Clips and and Tyler the Creator. Is just like, hip hop is really taking a stand. We all know in this thing called life, everything goes 360. So I think now hip hop is making that, going back to that full eclipse of getting back to real lyrics, getting back to real production, and we don't care about the social media no more. So that's why I love this thing called hip hop.
I love it. I love it because it's real hip hop has character. It's right. I
Right.
love it so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. But you mentioned Marshall Mathers, so we know
Yeah.
you worked with Eminem. So tell us about that. Like, if you could describe? Wait, if you could describe working with M in one word, how would you describe that feeling and why?
Um, One word: greatness.
Mm.
The crazy part is my studio in my house right now, 20% of his last Music to Be Murdered By was done in this basement right here, my house, where the guy who brought me to Dre and M, famous like undercover but famous writer in the game named Sly Piper Jordan. He wrote Beautiful Girls for Sean Kingston, wrote for Trey Songz. He's the guy on the hook, Life in the Fast Lane with Royce and M. He's on Snoop's album. Guy's resume is incredible. So that's like my brother. And the story goes is I've been knowing Sly for like the last 10 years. But when I first met Sly through my good friend Galen, I played him beats and we got cool, but he never jumped on any of my beats. You know what I mean? Just keep it on it. And he's at my crib recording records for Dre and M, but I never asked him, hey man, hook me up with Dre and M. I took it as I'm not ready yet. And a lot of people have to understand, your friends may tell you you're good, your family may tell you that you're good, but you have to go what's in your heart, and you really have to read the writing on the wall. Now, here's a guy who does hand-to-hand work with Dre and M. He's rapping to my beats, writing, but he never said you ready. So the story goes, with Marshall, fast forward to your question is, I never forget the day he called and said, bro, I got to do some records for Marshall. I need to come to the crib. I'm like, bet. He pulls up. It was actually the song Higher, which was a single off of Music to Be Murdered By. So he recorded Higher at this house. His verse, you don't see him in the video, but it's a verse 16 where they just show the boxing ring match in the video. That's the actual guy who's rapping. He recorded everything right here. So he sent it to Marshall. Marshall hit him back. Yo, this is dope, yada, yada, yada. He goes, yo, can I send you some beats and hooks? Marshall goes, of course. So in 3 days in this basement, we did 15 records for him. In 3 days, we did 15 records. It was just a crazy vibe. And we sent them to him the 4th day. And I remember the text message coming through my phone. He was like, yo, bro, here goes some ideas. Just wait till tomorrow. Let me put a better mix on them, yada, yada, yada. M texts back, hell no, I'm already listening. Ha ha. I needed shit like this. It's dope. Now, I'm on track 6. It's blowing my mind, yada, yada, yada. So now I'm going crazy because it's all my production, right? So I'm going crazy. And by this time, I was already flying out because Interscope was flying me out for like the last 4 or 5 years before I even got to Dre. I was dealing with Interscope, my god brother Manny Smith, who helped sign. My god brother Manny Smith, he's the one who signed Kendrick Lamar to Dre, the whole TDE, worked on all the 50 albums, yada yada yada. So by this time, I'm going off of Interscope's dollar, off somebody else's budget. That's a whole other story. And I never forget the day I'm at 7-Eleven. I go get a drink, and it's a group text between me, Marshall, and Sly, and he's talking about what songs he's picking for the album. Right? I don't see none of my songs in the text. So I'm like, I don't know if he can cuss on his platform. I'm like, it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay.
Okay, cool. So we keep on. Okay, bam. So I'm like, this is some bullshit. So after you get the text, I call Sly. I'm like, damn, bro, I ain't get no records on the joint. And this is how God works. I swear to God in my life. Soon as I said that, Marshall texted us, oh, I'm keeping Favorite Bitch too. Oh shit, and that's my first placement. It's on, it's lit, right? So boom, we go to Dre's studio, we go to Record One in Sherman Oaks. We go to Dre's studio, we celebrate like, yo, Nailz got this place with M, yada yada yada. And this is before I even knew Ty Dolla $ign was on the record. Right? So boom, that happens. This happened in I got that text in July. So the album comes out, it's coming out, I get the paperwork. I'm like, oh shit, Ty Dolla $ign, oh, this about to be lit. So boom, I never forget, it come out December 20th. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. It's like one of those surreal moments where if you're an athlete, a basketball player, football player, you want to play basketball with a Michael Jordan. You want to play basketball with the greats, the GOATs. Now my mentality is like, oh shit, I got a song with M. This is still before the whole Dre incident. When I met Dre. Because I got my record placed with Marshall before I got cool with Dre. Okay. So when that record came out, the buzz is crazy. It wasn't a single, but it was still a big record where it still went platinum, not even being a single. That's how big of a fan base Marshall really has. Yeah. You don't even have to have a single, and your song will still go platinum. So now I think it's almost at 3 times platinum, not even a single. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed to know that, you have to dream like there's no failure.
Yeah.
I'm a kid from Syracuse, New York. I'm not from the city. I'm from Syracuse, living in Atlanta for the last 20-something years, but I deal with the icons. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I try to tell people, like, you can look at me as motivation where it's not where you from. It's about keeping God first, being dedicated, and chasing your dream, and never let nobody take your vision away of what you want to accomplish in life, because dreams do come true.
Facts.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Nailz, out of all
Exactly.
the artists that you collaborated with, is there any particular song that is like your favorite of all the? I know you collaborated with a lot of people, a lot of artists, but that you're most proud of, like any particular song that you're most proud of?
I think it's one song I say it's like my top one. That's the song I did with Killing Kings when the whole George Floyd situation happened. It was with Ray Manuel from North Carolina, Graf, Mike Song, and Sly Piper. That song meant a lot to me because it was really talking about what's going on in the world at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I never get caught up on the big names because it's like music is more than that. It's about the message that you put out in your music that'll make it live forever. So I'll say that's probably one of my favorite records. I think my new favorite record is gonna be this month when Graf drop it. It's with him and Tech Nine. Crazy record. You know what I mean? Record is dumb.
I can't wait to hear it.
It's a lot of people, I collaborated with from the Dre's and the M's that people might hear and they never hear. Like, I probably got like at least 20 to 30 songs with Marshall. You know what I mean? I will play some right now, but I'll probably get in trouble, so I won't. Yeah. But I think, that's probably my top song. But I love all my records. Not to be cocky, but I love all my records because I know where I came from. And it's like, you don't have to be in these big studios to collab with anybody, thanks to technology. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love being at the top, working with the icons, but I also love being in the underground at the same time because I keep my ear to the streets. I know what's next. I never get caught up on, I'm just doing beats for Marshall. I'm just doing beats for Dre. Nah, I like to work with new artists on the come up where I tell every artist I deal with, use my name for clickbait. Do what you got to do to get that recognition. Anytime you say Eminem or Dre, it's automatically clickbait. Automatically. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I always try to preach that to the artists I work with, like, do what you do. I'm not one of those guys like where you got to pay me to use my name or you got to pay me to do that. I do it for the love of the game, and I really do it for the culture.
That's so dope. That is so dope. I love that. And I see that about you because even when we were working together, you were like, tag me on it.
Yeah.
You told me to collaborate. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. You told me to collaborate. So that's special. And there's not a lot of people out there, and it just really goes to show that you are in it for the culture. So that's very, very special, and I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Another collaboration I think I like the best when I was in the studio with Tretch.
Oh.
Crazy story.
Wow.
Crazy story about me and
You have stories. Tell us a story.
And I got footage. Tretch is my big bro. I just never posted. I take it down. Like, if you see, I posted on his birthday last week the song we got with him and Ice-T. I said, like at least 4 years ago, my guy K-Mac was like, Nailz, I need a beat pack. And this is like 4 years ago. I'm like, bet. So in 2024, I meet up with Tretch, talk about beats and bars, whatever. And he's like, bro, I got an album with Ice-T. I'm gonna play some records, right? Going through his album, he plays a record with my beat, right? He don't even know I did the beat. Crazy part. And me being a producer, I hate the way it sounded because I love sound, I love quality, you know what I mean? But it was a 2-track, that I sent him. And I stopped, I said, bro, who did that beat? He goes, man, it's crazy you asking that, bro. I don't even know where K-Mac got this beat from, but I need the session. I need a better, cleaner version, but it's so hard, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, all right. So I was like, let me see the chord. So I take the aux cord, plug it in my phone. I'll play the instrumental. Tretch goes fucking crazy. Oh, shit, nigga, you did this beat. Yo, it's crazy. So he pops a bottle of champagne. He pops a bottle of champagne. Know what I mean? Like, yo, I can't believe, yo, no. That's how the big man work upstairs. You know, Tretch is like hard to the core. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's how the big man work upstairs. You know what I'm saying? In general. Know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, bro. So with Tretch, we did a couple records, and Tretch is probably like one of the coolest people. I say it's two cool people where you don't expect that type of open arms. One is Tretch and one is Dr. Dre. Know what I mean? When I first met Dre, it was at a Record One studio, of course. But a lot of people don't know, my first record I ever did in Dre's studio was with Affion Crockett, the comedian. That was my very first record I did in Dre's studio. That's when I met Affion for the first day.
What song was that?
What'd you say?
Right.
What song was that?
I put it on Instagram. It never came out, but it's dope. Actually, it's with Affion Crockett and J.O. Felony.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. I can play that record later on. That's my record.
Yeah.
But that's with Affion and J.O. Felony with Sly Pepper and the Hook. But when I went to Dre house, you know, it was just all love. And, you know, you hear the thing about the internet is people can just change narratives about people they never met because everybody talks now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like you hear these things about certain people, and they always say you never want to meet your heroes because they're assholes. Mm-hmm. I gotta say that's wrong because when I met my hero, it was all love. Where we have a real good relationship where he tells me about working out. He texts me, yo, bro, how you doing? I text him, and it's never on some, you know, oh my God, it's Dr. Dre. That's like my big bro. Where I have access to, you know, for advice or what should I do, what, you know, in life, not even about music, but just in life, in a man of that stature that takes his time to hit me back, you know, and I'm not talking about he'll hit me back in 2 weeks. I'm talking about like instant.
Wow.
And it's like when you're connected with somebody on that level, you don't bug them, but even though they respect how you move in your relationship with them, it's a blessing to say, I can text my hero. We call each other. We talk about business. It's just like sometimes I gotta jump back and really like pinch myself. Like, holy shit! I look at my phone like, damn, I got Dre on the phone. Like it still bugs me out to this day, but I just know I'm blessed. And I'm like I said, I'm here to tell everybody, man, always dream big from where you from. It doesn't matter where you're from. Just dream big because it happens. I'm trying to tell you about it. It fucking happens. Trust me.
I got two things. Real quick, in your honor right now. My middle son is named Andre. I named him after Dr. Dre.
Wow.
He's in his third year at Syracuse University. Holla at me.
Look at God. Look at God. Look at God.
Wow.
I love it. Thing about Doc is like, if you see my video on my IG, when I lost $100 to him at the Super Bowl at his house, watched the Super Bowl together. You know what I mean? It's like you lose $100 to a billionaire, and just to talk some shit, he gave $100 to his dog. Like here, whatever. Like, really, that's the type of time you're on. But it's always love, man, and I'm just great to get the support that I'm getting for Beatz and Barz. Yeah. I'm always thankful for every. I wouldn't even say fan. I don't believe in that word, but supporters that I get from what I'm doing from Beatz and Barz. I also I'm launching my own platform that's already on 1 billion TVs, linear TVs. One is Beatz and Barz TV. That's going to be like the music site with podcasts and such music videos, not just rap, but Latin music, you know, all type of different genres on my platform. And I'm also launching, you know, B&E TV, dealing with content and just original movies and stuff like that, where I pay more than your average platform. You don't have to meet certain milestones to get monetized. You're monetized from play one. And I think in today's game, everything is about meeting a milestone right now just to get money. Yeah. It's like, why would you set milestones to get money? If I'm doing something, if somebody clicks on it, let me get paid off that one click.
Right.
That's how it should be.
I agree. And so that's amazing. So repeat the name of the platform? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Well, Beatz and Barz is like my show. Beatsandbarz.com. Okay. Yes. That's the music site. And the other one is BNE TV.com. I'm launching those I'm launching those both at the same time next week. I got exclusive content. Like I'm posting, an interview the first time Jay-Z went to Oakland. I have a whole hour interview that's never been seen before with my guy Chuck Johnson, who was like the Ralph McDaniels on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, exclusive footage with like him doing an hour interview with Jay-Z, Too Short, of course E40, Memphis Bleak, Beanie Siegel, all this that's never been seen before is gonna be on my platform. You know, 'cause my thing is about keeping our legacy alive in this culture. Let's not lay our legends down to rest just because they're not rapping anymore. They're doing other things.
Now, you've also worked with Kendrick Lamar, correct?
Yeah, that's a whole different type of story. Like I said, I've been knowing. I met Dot a while ago. If you go, I took my one video down because I was in Compton by Tams with Hootie and some other stuff. But that experience was cool. This is like when Kendrick first popped off, and record never came out. The record never came out, but I'm cool with that. It's just the experience of seeing somebody at that level to where they're at right now. It's amazing. I mean,
I think he need a track from you. I think Kendrick needs to circle back and get a track, right?
That's never a phone call away. I just don't. My thing is like this. I don't like taking advantage of my relationships. You know what I'm saying? I let everything happen organic. If they call Nailz, I need a beat, send me a beat pack. Cool. I never wanted to be the guy where I just fan out. I mean, like, just to keep it 100. Did I want to fan out the first time I went to Dr. Dre's house? Of course. But I had to look at it as like I'm supposed to be here.
Right.
Like I'll put my time in where I'm supposed to be here at this moment. And I think one of the coolest moments out of that experience going to Dre house, which I've been like a whole bunch of times, where the first time I started playing beats in his studio at his house, and then he pulls his chair up next to me and we just going over beats, and this is his reaction of the stuff I made in my basement. I think that's the most craziest part ever, when you make something in your basement and now you're at Dre house playing with Dre, he vibing with you, loving the records. Like I said, man, it's just I've been blessed, man, where if I was really to like write down my story like a Forrest Gump type thing, people won't believe it. Like I had Erick Sermon in my house, his autograph is right there. I got the video he signed my wall. You know what I'm saying? Where I look at these two guys as the icons of the West with Dre, the icon of the East with E Double. And they're both like my big brothers. You know what I mean? Just to have E come to my house, gave my kids $100. You know what I mean? Because they was jumping around. Like, here you go, $100. He gave my son a shout out, like for his birthday when he was out filming at SiriusXM radio, Beatz and Barz. Like everybody that I deal with, I always treat them like regular people because that's what they are. We've all been blessed, but treat them like humans. I talk to them the same way I talk to y'all. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Yeah. So we're coming to the part of our show where we have a little fun. Okay. So
let's have some fun. I'm too serious right now. I want to have some fun, man. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm supposed to be having fun on Taco Tuesday.
Right. I should have had a glass of wine here, but I'm out of wine.
You don't know what's in this cup.
You got something. That ain't no coffee in the cup.
Nah, that ain't no coffee, brother.
I need a hot toddy. That's what I really need. Y'all know what a hot toddy is? You know what a hot toddy is?
Most definitely.
Yo, hot toddies clear your sinus, though. That's the clear your sinus. You know what I mean? See, you sick. You don't need to be, you know what I mean? Take a toddy.
Drink a hot toddy. All right, so this is playtime. We call this playtime, Nailz. So Austin is gonna give you the rundown of playtime, okay? So and he'll let you know how it goes, and we can go from there. Austin, go explain the game, man.
You sure? I'm gonna try my best, Tasha. Nailz, what's going on, man? It's an honor and a privilege to have you here, man. This is the part of the show we call playtime. This is how it works, man. We got a wheel with 6 songs on it, right? Whatever number that it lands on, whatever song that is, you tell us how the song make you feel, how it inspired you, and if you got it just for fun, tell us your most embarrassing moment while the song was out. Now, this is your mission should you choose to accept it, bro.
Of course, I'm with the shits. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Well, Rebel, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, bro. See if that wheel greased up.
All right.
Keith Murray.
Oh man,
Fly.
great story, right? So of course you probably seen the video. Keith at the house. We did the record at my house, right? Okay,
Seen him
several stories
sliding.
about Keith, right? I'm not gonna tell the bad parts. I just keep it positive. When I played the beat for Keith, right? He's like, "Yo, Nailz, you shit on me, dude." I said, "Yo, bro, this record is the most beautifulest thing in the world of 2025 because of the energy of the record, right?" He goes, "You know what, Nailz, I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna let you guide me, yada yada yada." And by this time, Keith is amped up. If you ever been around Keith, his energy is always on 100. So he goes into the booth right here. He starts rapping. You know, this Keith, in our eyes, you know, forget this past, but he's still a legend in our culture. But once again, I treat everybody the same. I'm like, Keith, say that shit over, man. You mumbling, bro. Say that shit over. Nailz, how you gonna tell me I'm Keith Murray? I said, yeah, but I'm Nailz, nigga. So say that shit over. You know what I'm saying? And he did it. And then the most embarrassing thing was, I'm gonna tell y'all a real secret. Real producers, we don't know how to dance. We got a 2-step, that's it. Know what I mean, we're not dancers. We can make a beat, but we can barely have rhythm when it comes to dancing.
How, Sway?
Exactly. It's weird.
Good one.
So Keith is dancing to the record once we record, you know, I'm just doing my 2-step because it's a bop, you know what I'm saying? So he said, "Yo, let's get some footage of you dancing." Only my brother has this footage. Dude, when I say I look like I got 2 left feet in this video that nobody would ever see in life. And Keith was like, yo, stop the music, Nailz. How you made the beat, but you can't dance? I don't know.
Well, I'll talk to your brother, and we're gonna roll the footage right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro. His name is Juice, the Great One on Instagram.
Most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah, but that was like one of my
just
most
like that.
embarrassing moments where I couldn't even dance to my own record. I just did a little, my little 1-2. That's it. You know what I mean? What's the next question?
All right, let's get to the next one. Young Gritty.
Oh,
Young Gritty, first 48.
First 48.
Oh, man. When I made that beat, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. But I can show screenshots. I sent that to Dre, actually, first. He hit me back like hard, bro. This is hard, yada, yada, yada. But I seen Gritty on social media. And dude was spitting. I think he was on Big Boy's Neighborhood, I think it was. And he was going in. So, I reached out to him on IG. He was like, "Yo, send me a beat." And I sent that beat. Now, me, like I said, I don't see color. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nationality you are. If you dope, I rock with you. So I sent him that beat, and he sent it back, I say, within like 3 weeks. He was like, "Yo, bro, I had to really put my pen to the paper because that beat is crazy." But I didn't, like I said, I don't see color, so I look past his ethnicity, his Mexican, background. But if you listen to the track now, with the horns in the background, it's like a Mexican vibe mixed with hip hop. With him being Mexican, it went together. I think he's the next to blow. I really think with Young Gritty, he's liked by everybody from Snoop, Sway loved that record. Big Boy, of course, loved that record. I think he's the next one that's really going to represent, the Latino world of hip hop because he's from that culture. And people get it messed up when you say culture, you think you're talking about black. Nah. If you grew up poor, if you grew up, you know what I mean, not in the best conditions, you're a part of this culture. I don't care what color you are. And I think with him, once he really breaks through this game, I really think he's the next one to come out of the West Coast, and especially with the Latino side, because dude be spitting. Dude is nice. I want to salute him. Like I said, I love working with the new artists when they on their way up, so I can talk shit. Like, yo, if you blow up, nigga, don't forget about it, nigga. Like, I gave you a beat. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So, me and Gritty, man, that's like one of my homies. When I go to LA, I go to his hood. Crazy story though. Let me try to get Digga on this. Hold up. Let me see if I can get Digga on this joint. Give me 1 minute. Let me see here. Copy. Boom. Let me try to see if Digga gonna pull up. Let me see. Let me get Rah. Digga. Boom. Boom. Jump on.
Over the head, touch. Over the head.
Okay, my bad. I'm trying to get Digga to come on. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, Bum, I'm in LA, right? Now, mind you, I'm not from that culture, the gang culture, right? And I'm fly as hell. I got my blue True Religion outfit on, yada, yada, yada. And I'm talking to my brother on FaceTime when I'm driving. He's like, yo, bro, where you going? I'm like, yo, I'm going to go see Hootie. He goes, bro, you know you got on all blue and he's a blood, right? I'm like, oh, shit. You right? So I was like, yo, let me hang on. Let me FaceTime Hootie right quick. So I FaceTime Hootie, and I was like, yo, bro, look at what I got on. Am I cool coming to the hood? He was like, oh, Nailz, you a playboy, man. I mean, you a producer, man. You just got your shit on, man. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. So soon as I pull up, I jump out the car. And he lives in the hood, whatever. I jump in the car, dude's just looking at me crazy with this blue on. I'm like, look, man, I'm just here to see Hootie. Oh, you Nailz? Oh, come on. It was all love on. I say I almost shitted on myself, jumping out that car with a blue hoodie on. You know what I mean?
My
Here we go.
goodness.
Here she comes.
That's my sis?
Now.
That's my sis?
That's
Wow.
You see, that's my sis. She always shows support. I love Digga.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But getting back to Beatz and Barz for a second, since Digga is here. Like I said, I wanted to get legends. Digga in my book and will always forever be a legend. Not because of she's on Beatz and Barz, but I grew up on lyrics like that. When even when she was with the Outsiders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Digga got hella stories way better than me. That means she worked with real legends. She's a movie star with 13 Ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, working with Digga is like the level of working with a Dre and M because she has so much knowledge of the game. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it 100. Where she was the first lady of Flip Mode Squad. You know what I mean? Then she became an actress. You know what I mean? Now she's on Beatz and Barz. She has a non-profit organization that she gives back to the community with. And I think that's some of the things that gets overshadowed and overlooked in hip hop. They talk about us when we do something bad, but when we're doing something good, you never hear of it. You there, sis?
I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm just taking it all in. I don't know what
I can't see your video, sis. Where
I
the video at?
I apologize. I don't know what I just jumped into. I'm driving.
Let's clap it up for my sis, Rah Digga. Thank you so much, sis.
What's up?
Chilling. So, like I said, we're family at Beatz and Barz. Like I see, that's in real time. I texted her the link. She jumped right on. That's what you call real love right there in the hip hop community. Like I said, they'll talk about us when we fucking up, but when we see something like this, something that we're supposed to cherish and keep motherfuckers motivated and saying, yo, it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? They don't talk about excitements like this with Rah Digga. So I tell you what, talk to Digga. I know she's driving. She's always moving. So I'm going to pass the torch to Digga. That's my sis.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for jumping on.
Wait, I need my.
Since you were hosted Chirac Day, Rah.
I'm trying to look at names. I'm sorry, I can't see who I'm. I don't have my glasses on, guys. That's a shame. I'm driving and I can't see, but I can't even see them.
That's okay. We can introduce ourselves. My name is Tasha. So I'm the CEO of here on the show. And then we have our DJ. He's our director of the music and video, DJ Sean Rebel.
Okay.
Hi, DJ Sean Rebel.
Hey.
Go ahead, JC. You know JC already, right?
Yeah, JC. I met you when you were hosting Chirac Day, Rah. I spoke
to you
that
sir.
couple times.
All right. Yeah. And then last but not least, we got our creative director, Arson. Arson, say hello. We can't hear you, Arson, baby. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, Rah Digga. How you doing? It's an honor and a privilege to be meeting you, love.
Can y'all see me? I look pitch black.
Yeah, that's okay. We can see you.
I see the hand movement, sis. That's
okay.
It's so great
sis,
to see you.
Sis, you remember the ice cream video, right?
The ice who?
Ice cream, Wu-Tang joint.
Ice cream, uh-huh.
Yeah. So Kitty, she's not gonna tell you, but she's the one where goes like, God damn, that body banging like a busy. That's her right there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I'm definitely, I know. Let's just say this, and the guys can back me up here. Anytime we speak about top female MCs, top five, whatever, your name is always thrown in there every single
Number one.
time.
Number one.
That's right. So just want to let you know that we definitely appreciate and so glad to see that you're still out here working on the show. How has that been for you?
It was dope, and I mean, quite honestly, it was a lot harder than I expected because, usually a few folks will shine through, and everybody else will be trash. Like, how do you send nice people home? Like, they did Nailz did a excellent job, like as far as the screening process, as far as who actually made their way to us. And once they got to that point, like we were having some serious deliberation. It was getting to the point where we had to be like, okay, turn the cameras off for a minute, and we had to huddle on top of the huddle, like, okay, for real, we gotta pick one. We gotta make a decision. So it was definitely harder. Like, I thought I was just gonna be able to come in and be like, you trash, bye, get a job. But but it was actually the opposite. It was like, oh shit, you're dope, you're dope, you're dope, and you're dope, and you're dope. And I gotta pick one out of all of y'all. Ugh,
That's
it was
rough.
hard.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. There are so many talented people, but I think it's so dope that we like, because that's what we do here. We also give emerging artists a chance to come on the show and play their music and things like that. And we don't care about how many followers they have and so forth and so on.
Mm-hmm.
If music sounds good, we let them come on and talk about it. And I think it's so dope that you guys are like reinforcing the culture. Like,
Yeah.
I find that to be so amazing. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the thing about Digga, she's being humble right now, but I would say this to Digga's face. She never heard me say this, but the episode we filmed at XM Radio with Sway and them, Digga was the star of that episode. I mean, I
I
can
was.
really, man, I got the footage. I got the footage. It's like,
Don't be too humble.
because I don't want to count the bag, but there was a lot of dope female MCs there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
And I think, like I said, my personal opinion, Digga held it down the most in LA because you're gonna see us not arguing but debating with each other, which is 100. Where I think it also shows you can agree to disagree but not beef. It's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I think that episode in LA, Digga was the star hands down. And I'm not just saying it because she's on the live with us. Like, I talk to my brother and other peers.
I'm like, I bet you say that to all the judges.
I just Mike Zombie pull up. I'm gonna see if Zombie gonna jump off. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's a blessing to have Digga, a legend.
Yeah.
Just to believe in my vision for Beatz and Barz. I mean, it was never a question in her mind like she asked me to say, like, okay, she's 50-50. Once I got in contact with her through Shorty, she was like, yo, I'm with it, bro. Like, send me the paperwork. I'm with it. And it's like, when people believe in your vision, those are the people that you keep close to you, and those are the people you want to eat with for the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
Family.
So, Rah, you said that it was a little more difficult than you imagined. What was your favorite part of the process?
I think my favorite part of the whole experience really was to see how many people are still tapped into the culture. Because if you just gotta go by what you see, what you see on TV, what you hear on the radio, podcast, tabloid fodder, it's like, damn, it's whole cities of people that are really whole thriving artists, and it's unfortunate that they not really getting the time of day because everybody's so focused on the unimportant stuff. So it was really refreshing to see like how many people out here still care about the culture, understand that we are in a time where it's all about gimmicks and things like that, but they still choose to to persevere. You know, they taking the red pill, so it's like that, you know, that was exciting. It was also exciting to really give people some gems, and they seemingly understood it. And for, I would say, you know, maybe one or two might have felt like they was too big for their britches, but there was even a humbling moment with a particular artist in LA where she felt like, you know, she felt like she was robbed of her spot. And incidentally, it was someone that I advocated for. I was like, yo, we didn't, you know, y'all didn't call such and such back. No, y'all need to call such and such back. So she didn't get the call back until the last minute. So because she didn't get the prep time that everybody else got, she felt like she got, you know, robbed a little bit. And I had to, you know, and I had a real like mommy moment with her. I mean, the girl was like literally in tears, boo-hooing. And after it was all said and done, you know, I pulled her to the side and said, you know, don't look at it as a loss because you didn't make it to the, you know, to the finale. Look at it as you know, there was something special enough about you that the producers and the judges scrambled to get you back here. So even though you might feel like, oh, that's not right, you didn't get prep time, you should actually take this as a teachable moment for you. Like, it can happen at any time on the drop. So always be ready, because there was something special enough about you that made us consider you in the ninth inning. And if you weren't ready, next time moving forward, you know, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready in the event you get another ninth inning winning like this. So that was you know, that was the most standout moment for me in regards to LA for sure. The first one we did, Oakland, I think everybody was just kind of warming up. Like, I was too busy worrying about my angles in the camera. Ooh, what's my good side and everything. Like, you know, I was too busy being camera conscious. I think that I felt like I was a little stiff in the first episode. But once I got through that, like by episode 2, yeah, I was on fire.
Yeah, facts. Like I said, yo, I'm gonna give you a jewel about the show in Oakland. What Digga says is cool, but this is how hip hop works. One of the producers, I think his name was Million Beats, he played the beat. And all of a sudden, I seen Digga transform into like Rah Digga. She started spitting. I mean, like freestyle.
I think that was the first. I think that might have been Oakland.
Yeah, that was in Oakland. Million Beats.
Oakland. Yeah.
Million Beats in there, and Digga. It was just like I said, these are my heroes. That's part of the cast. So to see her like just zone out at the moment like that, and we got it on camera, she's spitting. Yo, it's an incredible moment where I think people are gonna love that moment because we really caught the real element of how hip hop works, of how you can hear a beat and you can just start spitting, and it ain't spitting from, excuse me, like a guy like me who got like a good 7 bars. You talk about Digga that's spitting. So little do Digga know, Digga don't even know this.
I think even Crook dropped some bars at some point.
He did. I forgot about that. Crook did start spitting. Yeah. The thing about the guy Million Beats, he DM'd me the next day like, yo, bro, you really made my dream come through with all of you guys in Oakland. I would have never imagined when I auditioned that Rah Digga would rap over one of my beats. He said, I know it won't come out, bro, but that really made my day. Like I said, that's going to show once again where hip hop has its great moments. Let's not talk about the bad moments. Let's talk about the experiences like that. Now, I mean, let's push that narrative of we're trying to pass the torch and give motivation to the next generation. It's not about, you know, this is all me, this is all me. Nah, we inspire people with our cast. And I love every last one of my castmates. We're family. We have private talks. And it's like, for me personally, to have a relationship with these type of people, these type of artists, Like I said, it's very humbling. Like, it's my show, whatever, but I feel like I'm the lowest man on the totem pole, even when it comes to Mike Zombie. He may be younger, but dude, you can't take away his achievement with that big Drake record. I mean, I'm just a little guy from Syracuse who got a record with Eminem, Dre, and Kendrick. That's cool. But these people around me are like people I look up to. Like, this is the reason why I did it. Like, my first record, the first record from Digga that made me a huge fan is that song Curtains. I think Knox did the
Curtains. Buster
Curtains,
did that. Buster did the beat for Curtains.
Who did that?
Buster did that.
Get that. See, I didn't even know that. Look at that. Mr.
That's
Producer, don't even know.
That's how I jumped the line in flip mode. Cause when I first got the flip mode, right, like they were already a squad. Like Lord Have Mercy was there already, Rampage was there already. You know, Spliff was already his dude. So they kind of had like a pecking order of who was gonna come out first, who was gonna come out second, who was gonna come out third. So I just did some more extra teacher's pet shit. He was in the studio working on a beat one day. I'm like, what you doing with that beat? What? Let me see. Let me hold that. Went in the next room, came back the next day like, So I don't know. I just wasn't I just had everybody in the studio like real uncomfortable to the point where like, yo, she gotta go first. I'm sorry guys. I know we had an itinerary of who was coming, because I was supposed to come out like fourth. It wasn't happening. Like, no, I wasn't waiting for you to go and then you to go and then you to go. Yeah, nah, that's not how I roll.
I love it. Also, Mike Zombie should be pulling up in a minute right now. He's gonna have his camera off because he looks crazy. But like I said, with Digga, Jersey representative, I know she's gonna be happy when Zombie come on. He's from Jersey, dirty Jersey. You know what I mean? But like I said, the people I have involved with Beatz and Barz are people that have knowledge. Digga's been in the game 25. You know, Dirty Harriet came out 25 years ago. She just celebrated 25 years of Dirty Harriet. I think we should clap it up for that.
Yes.
25 years of longevity. Celebrated. It's castmates like that where I want to involve with my show. Where, you know, this music industry, it's like a roller coaster. You have your ups and downs. But it's about staying consistent. You know what I mean? And, you know, being dedicated. And people like artists like Rah Digga, I don't never say she's the best female artist. I never put a female and just put them in a box.
I'm a non-binary MC.
MC, my fault.
I don't identify as female MC.
Yeah, I don't say female. I say you're a top 10 MC in my book all day because you write your own rhymes and you stand on that. And I think a lot of female artists really need to tap in with Rah Digga's, you know, discography because she wrote all her rhymes. It wasn't AI generated. It wasn't a ghostwriter on the side. That was an artist. Like I said,
it wasn't a writing team.
Exactly. Like, you know, Digga told a story to me. Like, I didn't even know. I think Digga can elaborate more. She was signed to Q-Tip first before she even got, you know, to bust.
I remember that.
I was Q-Tip's artist first. That's a fact. But once like Tribe Called Quest started going through their song, I didn't know that was going on at the time when I got down with them. I was I just had foot on neck. When is music dropping? When are you sending me beats, Q-Tip? And then you know, he was going through something at the time. So then he just put a bug in Busta's ear, like, yo, I got this dope artist. She's driving me up a wall. Please, I think, you know, for what she's looking for, I think you would probably be more of a match. To my understanding, this was his conversation with Busta, which is crazy because Q-Tip was always one of my favorite producers. But then when he would send me beats, I'd be like, ah, man, that's too soft, man. That's too soft, man. That's too jazzy. That's too groovy. And I didn't learn this until later that sometimes your favorite, you know, like I'm thinking, I'm not understanding why he just can't like hit it out the park for me. But it's like, you know what? Maybe what I love from him as an artist just sonically ain't for me. It's like people want to hear they used to the hard, the knots, it's electric guitar, it's bass, it's this and that, but I wasn't getting that from Q-Tip, and I couldn't understand why. But then I learned later, like, sometimes, what you like from other people doesn't always translate with you. So
Yeah.
I have a special request. Nailz.
What up?
Rah Digga.
yeah.
I need y'all to do a collaboration.
Oh, you late? I got the call from. I got the text from Digga.
Nah, you late. I already hit you. You about a week late.
He's about a week late.
Big facts. That's crazy.
I'm not even gonna say who the artist that I'm collaborating with, for whom he's making the beat. But I already hit nails. Like, this is gonna be a special one, and I think, I don't want to go to the boom bappers out here in New York and Jersey. Like, I need you to give me some bounce shit.
Facts. Like when
I just emailed your team.
It's hard for me to say what the artist she's collaborating with, but when she hit me, it was like, yo, bro, I'm working with such and such, give me a beat for that. Once again, it's a legendary, monumental type situation. And it's like,
yeah, I ain't saying it out loud because I don't want to jinx it. I feel like as soon as I tell somebody what I'm doing, it never happens. So it's gonna be a DJ. I need very nice surprise.
I need that leak. I'm a DJ. I need
that. Oh no, you're gonna want it. Trust me.
Yeah.
When it happens, and I want it to happen right. Like, I want to do video and everything. We in two separate places, so we gotta just figure out. We doing it here, we doing it there, we mixing it up. Like, how what the vibe is, but when it all comes together, it is going to smash.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Congratulations and thank you in advance. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is Zombie here now? Zombie in here?
Zombie in here.
I'm here, broski.
What up, broski?
The camera.
What up with you?
Come on, I got
everybody.
The Jersey representative. The Jersey clan is here.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
So, Zombie, me and Zombie met years ago in LA at Victory Studio. We have a mutual brother. I don't want to call him a friend, a brother named Fresh. He was Short Dog. He did that song Petty with 50 Cent and 2 Chainz. I met Zombie through him at Victory Studios. And Zombie, I still got the footage when you had Purple Dreads at the time.
Nah, for real, that was that bullshit.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. But I'm gonna post it later, nigga, because I got pictures, I got receipts. But anyway, I met Zombie. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he produced, started from the bottom from Drake. But we just hit it off on just straight, pure, real producer talk. You know what I'm saying? Where he jumped to my records, where he started singing on the hook. And people know me, I talk shit. I joke a lot. I like to keep the energy high. But once we got cool and he left, and the engineer was like, yo, bro, you know who that is? That's such and such. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I just like him as a person. And like I said, when I did that first showcase in Syracuse, Zombie was the first person I called. I said, bro, I'm going to take care of the rooms, the flights. Just pull up. It's from my hood. He pulled up, no questions asked. Honestly, he didn't even say pay for my flight and my room. He just said, bro, count me in. So it's like, once I got this opportunity to do Beats and Bars, I called people that I have a relationship with. And I know a lot of people, but I know just because you know a lot of people doesn't mean you know a lot of genuine people, a lot of good, genuine people. Digga, when I met her through Shorty, her peoples, it was good energy off the rip. When I met Tretch, good energy. When I met Zombie, good energy. When E came up to my house, good energy. When I met Sway, good energy. So I like to involve, like I said before, I want to keep the people that's close to me and believe in my vision that support me close around me, where it's beyond music. It's a friendship. It's a family. We have private discussions about what's our next move. How do we move, we get from A to Z. So we're having Zombie aboard, like I told you earlier. Before, Zombie, came to the show or Digga, it was more of I gotta pay homage. And just because Zombie is younger than all of us. He's the baby boy of the show. I still got to pay homage because what he has done in his music industry as a young man, you got to respect it. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care how old you are. If you did something of having a diamond record with Drake, you'll respect it. I don't care. So my thing with bro is like, I know he will have my back like he had my back in Syracuse. And now when I get a blessing, I like to pass my blessings along to good, solid, genuine people at the end of the day.
Facts.
I love to hear that.
That's the real.
Thank you for the kind words, brother. I appreciate you.
There you go, brother. Why you ain't showing your face? What you got? You got your dreads out or something, bro?
Nah, I'm just in bed. I'm just on my relaxed mode. You feel what I'm saying?
You in bed at 5 o'clock in LA? Really?
Nah, bro. I'm on the East Coast. I'm about to go to Italy in like 2 days.
Oh, look at that flex. I'm about to go to Italy. You heard that flex? You heard that flex? I'm about to go to Italy.
Take us with you. Take us with you.
Right.
We'll stuff y'all in the bag.
So you know what
part?
collab I'm waiting for, honestly?
What part,
I'm waiting
Zombie?
for
I
that
just
Rah
got back.
Digga. I'm waiting for that Rah Digga and Zombie Jersey collab. That's what I'm
Oh,
waiting for.
that's gonna happen. What part of Italy you going to, Zombie?
Milan.
Milan. I like Milan. Milan's great for shopping. If you get a chance, go to Venice.
Word. Well, shit. We gonna see. It's gonna be my first time, so I'm excited.
Oh, see, you ain't there where you can just jump on the train and hit the different cities and stuff.
That's what I'm hearing.
Man, go get some pizza in Italy and tell me how it really tastes. That's
Oh,
all.
that's the number. That's the number one. That's the number one goal.
It ain't like New York.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of overrated. You know what it is? Our Americanized palates of Italian food. When you go to Italy, it ain't that. It's real Italian food, but you've been accustomed to eating the Americanized version of it. That when you eat it, you're gonna be like, wait, you can't ask them for Alfredo. That's some completely Italian. That's some completely American made up something. They're not even gonna know what you're talking about.
So basically, sis, you saying Zombie should bring his own salt and pepper for some seasoning.
No, see, that's the thing. They will salt and pepper you to death. They will salt and pepper you to death, but you're not getting smack your mama and none of that stuff.
But yo, I want to talk about the show again. I hate to keep talking about
Yes.
No, you should. We want you to. Yes.
Okay, this is the chemistry I'm talking about right here. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And the way we talk to each other is the same way we talk to each other on the show. Like me and Zombie go back and forth about the topic of drill music. And once you understand what Zombie is saying, we was gonna cut it out the show. Because Sway's like, yo, bro, I think you should cut that out the show, but I think I might leave it in there because we're here from the new generation of producers. The new wave. So with Zombie, that's one of the main reasons, besides him being my bro, where I wanted him on the show as a producer of the new generation to give us, us older judges a different perspective when it comes to the new generation. And in my opinion, like I tell Zombie this to his face, he's our next generation of pushing the hip hop envelope forward because he understands what music sounds like, what it's supposed to be like. And I think people always put producers and artists in a certain box of this is not real hip hop if it doesn't have boom bap, which is false. My thing is making dope, hot records. We come from that culture, but Zombie is the type of guy, he can do Drake stuff. He can do Young M.A. He was just with my sister Cherie in L.A. He does R&B, just like Digga. You know what I mean? I seen a IG post with Digga when she came out. I think it was with you came out mad aggressive too. I think it was like with Jill Scott or somebody on stage, and it was like just to see that where hip hop came from, and then where hip hop is now. That's what Beatz and Barz is all about. From paying respect to our pioneers, but also paying homage to the next generation, like a Zombie. So that's what the whole concept is about, where we have all this experience, over 100 years of experience, once you add our numbers together, about this game. And we're the show that's going to talk about it. We're not going to be politically correct and not say things that, that sounds good on camera. No, we're going to keep it 100.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody that's on this cast are people who don't bite their tongues. And you got to respect it because of their legacy and what they built and what they have done in this hip hop culture.
Now, is there anything that you want to do differently for the next season? Like, give us some takeaways.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, the cast is the cast. I don't believe in, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to do Beats and Bars Global. We're going to do shows in Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Switzerland, Congo. I already got that in motion already. We're going to do Beats and Bars Country Music. We're going to do Beats and Bars Gospel. We're going to do Beats and Bars R&B, of course. We're doing all genres with Beats and Bars, but I just felt like it was the right thing to do was Beats and Bars hip hop because that's the cloth I'm cut from.
Yeah.
So even though, Digga may not have experience or Zombie or myself may not have that most experience in country music, but guess what? Beats and Bars is deeper than rap. You still got Beats and Bars in country music where you got to relate to the people, the message in the music. So it's more than just hip hop. Beats and Bars is not just a show, it's a movement. And with these cast members, my family now is a whole movement together. I mean, I think the only one we might sit one out on is when we do like Beats and Bars Latin music because I got like 4% in Spanish in high school. Like I play basketball, you know what I mean? But that's a different story. But other than that, I'm keeping my judges together because we mesh so well together on camera. And I think that's the thing that our culture needs to see. Instead of pushing the negative stuff, what's going on, let's show the camaraderie and the leadership and the progression of hip hop when it comes to having these relationships.
I love it. I love it.
Real.
So, okay, so thank you so much. So we have Nailz Beats, we have Rah Digga, we also have Mike Zombie, who all stopped by to see us today. Oh man, I mean, we can't ask for any on one show.
But I want to stop right there for a second. I just want to say, big up and thank you. And I love Digga, I love Zombie for jumping on this podcast at the last moment. It really shows, it's like I said, it shows that it's deeper than music. It's about supporting each other. And I feel like in our genre, we always want to be the king of LA, we want to be the king of New York, we want to be the king of Atlanta, not knowing we're much stronger when we work together. So absolutely. I want to give them their flowers of saying thank you for jumping on this podcast with the PlayBack podcast people, the cast, where it means a lot. And it's actually going to show how dope this show Beats and Bars is going to be. From season 1 all the way to season 20, we locked in for life.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it too. I'm excited about this because I'm all about the culture. I'm like, what's happening to hip hop?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's bring it back. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. I was gonna say real quick. I had just emailed your team the other day, Rob, about bringing you on here, and now thanks to Nailz Beats, he beat me to it. You're in the building right now.
Okay, KK. Let me get a pack of Marlboro Light.
You know what I mean? You done killed 3 birds with 1 stone at the end of the day, John.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about, man. Like, I support everybody. I definitely support my cast members. We're family. I can't stress that enough. Like, even when I was on Sway, I gave everybody their flowers. Where the show is bigger than just Nailz. And I want people to understand that, like, everybody on my cast, even though audition is the contestants, they have equity in my show. So it's more than just a Nailz thing, what I got going on. Everybody has equity. Because I believe in, even if you audition, you don't make it to the next round, you still have equity in that episode. And that's the main thing I think we have to teach our next generation is about generational wealth and ownership. And like I said, Zombie and Digga, this is worldwide news to them. They don't know I own Beats and Bars 100% now. You know what I mean? We're going to talk later. I know y'all going to come like, what's going on? But I own Beats and Bars 100%. Things are moving in a great direction where I
Congratulations.
want to keep this the same energy. It's gonna be a dope show. I think it's gonna be not because it's our show, not my show, but our show. It's gonna be the dopest hip hop show ever out.
I believe it. I believe it, and I can't wait to see it. Thank you again, Nailz, Rah, and Mike. We cannot wait to see Beats and Bars. We're gonna be tuned in, and make sure, Rah, when you drop that new music, please send it to us. So
Yes,
we'll
Please.
ma'am, will do.
please. All right.
Yeah,
ASAP,
All
yeah,
right.
please.
yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. Don't forget, Kitty Zombie is a rapper too. He's an artist too.
So
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Okay.
Listen,
Like
send
I
us
think
all the
here's the
music.
thing about Zombie, right? He's so humble. He's so humble. He don't want to tell you he got going on. Zombie is
Yeah.
a dope lyricist. Dope, fire. So he's not
Yeah.
gonna tell you because he's humble, but I talk the shit for him. He's dope. He got music coming out. He has an album that's out. Go to iTunes, check out Zombie as an artist and as a producer. I think Zombie, you should send some of your music to them as well, especially the joint you got with Fresh and Squala. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Like,
for sure.
you know what I mean? Let's just tap in. Let's keep this hip hop game alive, and let's keep pushing the envelope further than where it's
Yes.
at right now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so tell us again so that the audience knows. We like to end with the information. So tell us where everyone can find you and when they're gonna be able to see Beats and Bars, because I know now everybody's waiting with bated breath. So you got to
Okay.
tell us. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be on beatsandbarstv.com, my own platform now. Starting next week, it'll be a new audition site. It will be under the Beatz, Beatz, the letter N, Barz, BARZ.com. They can sign up there. I have my own app. It's already in a billion homes already. They can download the app to watch the episodes. We should be wrapping up, honestly, I would say by May with all 10 cities, the audition phase, and then we'll start the real show, the contestants in the house. So go to Beats and Bars. Make sure you follow Mike Zombie IG. Make sure you follow Rah Digga on IG. Of course, follow me, Nailz Beats on IG. And I think, I don't know everybody's tag right now. So whoever wants to go first, either Digger or Zombie, leave your
Yes,
IG
please.
tag because I don't know it because we're family. I don't know. So go ahead, Digger.
Okay. My IG is the real Rah Digga. Uh, my website, Rah Digga Music. That's really the one-stop shop for everything I got going on, like my show dates, music, foundation information, just all the things. You could go there to rahdiggamusic.com. Again, that is rahdiggamusic.com.
Talk about it, sis. Talk your
That's
shit.
right.
I love it.
All right, Mr. Mike Zombie, can give us your handles, baby.
Oh yeah, it's very easy. Just Google Mike Zombie. You find everything you need.
All right.
He, he's
Yeah,
such a
quick
new
and easy.
generational guy.
Keep it
You see
simple,
that?
man.
It's so new generational. Go Google it. It's all the same.
Google
Right.
I
me.
love it.
Quick and easy.
Exactly.
So I want to
All
say
right.
thank you to the PlayBack Podcast. I definitely want to give a big shout out and show mad love to Digga and Zombie pulling up. Big shout out to Sway, Crook, the whole staff of Beats and Bars. And this is going to be one for the records. Once we start releasing the show and the episodes. And I want to say, God bless y'all. Anything you need from us, new music that's going to drop, I definitely send it to y'all first,
Drops.
and we go from there.
Yes,
We need
yes,
them
yes.
drops right now.
Yeah, drop tonight.
By 10 tonight.
Yes, so again, we have with us Nailz, Rah Digga, Mike Zombie. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Playback, y'all.
Yeah.
Dope
Yes, sir.
episode in the books. So we will see y'all next time. We out.
Peace.
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 Later.
Peace.
How do I leave?
I'm driving. I don't know. Get out of here.
How I get out of this joint?
Child. Oh my God. Let me just